It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. The run on first down gets him a couple up to the 27. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
From the 27, Darnold. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen. Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
On 2nd down now, Farr. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Darnold on 3rd down. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for the first down.
That's a big gainer on that play. And from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point attempt to come here. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And the capper, a 19-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Cardinals making their way out, and it's the #1 overall pick in 2019, Kyler Murray at the helm.
And he's had good success here already this season throwing the football. 6 touchdown passes in his 2 games. He's really got this offense playing with a lot of confidence, trying to establish themselves early as a Super Bowl contender.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game.
Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
And that should serve as a big warning to this defense. They know now that they have to stick close to these receivers because they have the ability to break games wide open after the catch, and that one wound up in the end zone.
Extra point good by Prater.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Darnold on first down. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun. Here's Darnold. This one caught by Ridley. The numbers for Ridley a week ago. 5 catches, 85 yards, and a touchdown.
And you can tell early they're going to look his way quite a bit, and he made himself available on that one.
On first down, it's Darnold.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
7 yards, the pickup there.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Darnold. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 34-yard line.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Darnold completes it, and he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Russell Gage, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. That time a 6-play drive. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The numbers a week ago for Johnson. 11 carries, 54 yards.
They've won 2 straight games. They've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
And And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? Exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Oh, none of that.
Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Throwing on first down is Murray. And he fires one incomplete. Rondale Moore, the intended target, but it'll be second down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 21. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Prater for the extra point. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
On first down, Farr. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Touchdown, Falcons! A big play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Falcons have broken our tie.
Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. Rohrwasser on for the PAT.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals.
Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Murray going to throw. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. Touchdown. Andy Isabella, 70 yards. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And his maximum speed there, according to the next-gen stats, 21.9 miles per hour.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position past the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now Darnold.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
A first down throw, Darnold. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Now a give, right side. Far. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 3rd down, Far. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
This shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center.
You know, normally he's probably happy with how he's playing. He's playing pretty well, but in the second quarter, you look up your team's losing. I don't think any quarterback's satisfied.
Not at all, and what they're really seeking is how do I play even better and inspire my teammates to do exactly the same in order for us to get back on top on the scoreboard. That's when you find out you have a quarterback. If they're just satisfied with it.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Throwing again on second down. Murray eluding the press. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Interception, baby.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movement.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Chandler Jones, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Darnold.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. Here's Darnold. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Rocked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down before it's a fourth down?
And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now Murray off play action. Buying time to his left. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But Mike,
he's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Rondale Moore. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Extra point good by Prater, and that gives them a 3-point lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. On 1st and 10, Darnold. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. This time they stay on the ground. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A final shot before half from Murray. He's got a man, complete. They find some open field here. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with it. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there. Let him go get it.
Prater for the extra point. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always.
We welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set to go again, DeAndre Hopkins marches back onto the field. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. You never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. From the 40 now on second down. Murray out to the flat here for Johnson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. First down, Murray. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Johnson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They'll run on first down. Johnson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays. Back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. On play action, it's Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Play fake. Murray escaping the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
It's complete to Cook. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, second and goal. To throw, it's Murray. He'll buy some time. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive, they really increased their cushion. Felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, in a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
something
well,
else. And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Darnold throw complete there to Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Off of play action, Darnold. This one caught by Ridley. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up the first down.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. And they'll try the jet sweep here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Here's Darnold. And they're going to get him. He's sagged back around the 28. Mike Hughes came crashing in that time, got the sack. So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The passing game continues to be their friend, even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles. They're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
And now they're in the hurry-up. Murray now on 1st down. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray, rolling to his right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Flush to his right. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
They have still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it.
On first down, Darnold. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Darnold now to throw.
Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Throwing again is Darnold.
This is to Pitts on the quick slant. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. To throw is Darnold. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down and the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Darnold from the gun. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll be a gain of 5. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Darnold. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Darnold on first down. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. To the air again, Darnold. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. A 10-play drive that time. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he'll go out of... after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. And he's got the hook up to Moore. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Murray to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Now Murray on the move to his left. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. To throw is Murray. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Cards are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Here's Kareth White on the return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
To throw again on 2nd down, Darnold. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. 4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And that is caught. It's Ridley. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Justin Rohrwasser now for the PAT. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the Falcons score to cap it off. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2nd and 14. Back to throw it. Murray. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray sliding out of the pocket. And this one is incomplete. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.